Hey, Dom, how did you score that fight, by the way?
You know, the hard part about it is you kind of got to look at what Anderson did and how he chose to fight, and you've got to set a precedence for the sport of this. Now, this is just my opinion. I mean, you got certain people who say, yeah, Anderson looked like he just did all the damage and he won the fight due to damage maybe, but he put himself in positions where he wasn't winning. He continually put himself against the cage. He put his back against the cage to let Bisping throw numbers on him. He put himself in positions to risk his own, whether he would win or lose the fight, and I think that's why he lost the fight. If he would have just not put himself in weird positions throughout the fight with Bisping, I think he could have just outclassed him completely, not even made it remotely close. But I think the fact that he kept dropping his hands and showboating like we've seen Anderson do in a lot of his past fights, I think he lost the fight for himself. I don't think it has anything to do with any other way to look at it.
How about you, my man? Update us on your health and when we can see you, and more than likely Uriah Faber, correct?
Yeah, it's looking like that's going to be the guy. We're just trying to find the fights at 135. 135 is somewhat a new division. You're looking at the guys in the division, and there's some killers coming up in the division, no question. Like, it's stacking up and stacking up. It keeps getting tougher and tougher with the up-and-comers. But they're still relatively unknown because the weight class is still relatively unknown. When I lost the belt and it got handed over to DJ Dillashaw, the division went kind of quiet. There weren't a lot of different matchups, and not a lot went on besides TJ Dillashaw versus Barao. That was it. Now that things are kind of mixed up, there's another crink in things. Favors gets another shot. Everybody wants to kill me, and it's perfect. The targets are back up. Everybody's awake in the division, and I have a feeling like everything in the 135-pound weight class is about to explode, and you're about to see nothing but crazy athletes, and I think it can become one of the best divisions in the UFC, to be honest, especially with the guys that I'm talking about that are coming up in this division. But as for Uriah Faber, it'll be good to get him out of the division, let the up-and-comers come, and I'll be responsible for that, hopefully, in the near future, and my foot's feeling good. It's a step-by-step process. I just got to keep doing the rehab. Plantar fascia tendonitis isn't one of those things that's just magically fixed. It's not a bone break. It's where you have 6 weeks, and then the bone heals, and then you're 100% good. It's tendon-based, like most of my injuries, and it's a connection point at the bottom of my heel. That has to connect. That takes about 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm still doing rehab, and I'm still wearing my boot when I'm not training, trying to let that thing rest. I'm just resting that foot as much as possible and trying to train around it. So everything's on track. I'm not sure. We haven't sat and talked about a date yet, but I'm on track and still working out.